Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. I would like to say to everyone who celebrates, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I am, of course, recording this on Wednesday, so Thanksgiving has not yet occurred for me, but those of us in the future, I hope we had a good Thanksgiving.
Another step forward.
Alright, party seems to be in good shape. Not quite sure what... Well, I think what I want to do today... that's not the way I want to go. It's this way. But what I think I want to do today is go into the Vampire Manor. I think that's what I want to do. It is possible I will change my mind and find something else I want to do before then, but... Anything for me to loot in these bodies?
Please.
Not everyone subscribes.
The people don't like me looting the bodies of the Steel Watchers, eh? That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay.
Whoa, whoa, mate. This is the last place you need to be. Clear off, yeah? Best idea you've had all day, mate.
This dock is closed until further notice by order of Lord Gortash.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going back over here then.
Mate, what part of guild business isn't getting through that stone skull of yours? 2 words. Guild business. Only an idiot gets between them and their shipments.
Alright, I'm not going to interfere with the guild.
Spots, you idiot.
That runs all the way over there. Okay.
Let's keep your hands deep.
Who are you, random citizen, following me around, narking on everything I do?
Two reds for Flairith. One red.
Okay, I've done my exploring over here. We're behind the watch factory, but I don't really care. Okay, so basically our options. We have the House of Grief, which is where Shadowheart wants to go. We've got Cazador's Palace, which is where Asterion absolutely does not want to go. I also want to do the Gale thing. Also, we haven't talked to the party in a long time. Let's go back and see if there's actually more stuff to talk to the party with.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. Hell's Forik. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her.
Already done.
Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps.
I also need to do the Legend of Answer as well.
I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the Hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days. It is no legend. Ansar does sleep beneath the rock and will come to the city's aid when it is in need. He is oath-bound to do so.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsk and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man.
You're kidding,
And
Minsk.
that same one man is Minsk.
Alas, alack, it cannot be so.
Please, my friend, your noble tears will not make the confessing any easier. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsk all along. So I wonder, if Minsk can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. I see. In the case of Nine Fingers, perhaps it was all bunched up in that finger she lost. It shall be for Minsk and Boo to be her virtuous pinky. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsk see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainy skulls so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashiman, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle rage, a berserker must always know friend from foe. The berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves. Boo and I, we thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsk knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. But still, I will strive to be worthy of this faith you show in me. After all, even a blunt blade can break some bones, is it not so? Make sure you are refreshed before we set out again, friend. The road to justice is paved with kicked buttocks. Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
He's a simple creature. Of course, we're
Then
friends,
you have a
friend.
sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
Perfect.
Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. What is it, my friend? How dare you? Minsk pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge. Well, Boo, explain yourself.
Interesting.
Clear
Animal
enough?
speaking does not work. I speak with animals. Why can't I
Can you
understand
not?
him?
Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen. you come to speak of the last time Minsk stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo. Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Oh, my friend. There is much more to know of Minsk's homeland than he could ever put into words. Boo might fare better, but his home is far stranger again. Well, in many ways, it is the very opposite of this city. The far side of Faerun, with empty plains, white forests, and peaks that pierce the very belly of the sky. But it is like the city too. Here, it is loud with the daily wailing of people. In Rashomon, it is also loud, if you know where to listen. The Telthors, guardian spirits of every root, rock, and tree. Here in the Sleeping Lands they are silent, but in the far north, they know how to speak still. The first time, my Dajema, a warrior's quest of proving. Minsk quickly proved that quests do not always go as the stories say. After wandering a ways and some savings of the Sword Ghost, Minsk returned to Rashomon to find a welcome fit for hamsters and heroes. The Iron Lord himself came to bear witness to Boo. Minsk of Rashomon, said he, your Dajema is done. Minsk politely disagreed. Dinah here was dead, and so his Dajema could never be done. Then swear your service to me, Minsk of Rashomon, said he. Serve your land as your lord's chosen champion. Minsk politely disagreed. It was a little awkward, but he had already sworn his service to Boo. Minsk of Rashomon, said he. You insult your Iron Lord. We will settle this matter in the circle of combat. It was only polite for Minsk to agree. After they carried the Iron Lord away, the Council of Witches gave Minsk a pack of provisions and said it would be best if he continued his adventures for a time. Yes, Boo, that was before we were stone. Perhaps we are due a little homecoming when all of this is done, no? Such a skeptic, my friend. Minsk cannot prove the point to you, for the Telthors of this land lie sleeping. And for this, we had best be glad. In Rashomon, a Telthor is wind and snow and soil. In Baldur's Gate, it would be stink and stain and a far less pleasant type of soil. If my meaning is not clear, just check under your boot.
This is gonna make him repeat himself, isn't it?
The first time.
Yeah, it is.
It yes, Boo. That was as you wish. Boo, do you have?
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. It was no mean feat to make nice with the sourest puss in the city, by the way. It took years for Estelle and I to trust one another. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you, but I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Bringing those two together might have been your greatest service to the city, huh? or your worst. Time will tell. But I think she can handle the worst of his excesses. She had best believe that he will very much handle hers. For the moment, he and I are your problem. So, lead the way. We are yours to command. If you wish. It's, possible I was a little too quick to judge. A little too caught up in ceremony. It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me. Ask it.
Oakfather preserve you. The city, you mean? With all its noise, smoke, stone, and bustle? I would not be here given the choice, but I promised you my support, and that is what you shall have. Still, though, this place crawls with life, but little of it flourishes. I see refugees unhoused, the destitute unwanted, orphans unloved. The city is like a forest with an overgrown canopy. Light and nourishment cannot penetrate to those who need it the most, and still it draws them in. The safety of numbers, the promise of civilization, the dream of better. All that potential is too often destined to die in the dark and rot in the gutter. I wish there was a better way. I wish everyone could see the sun, have a full belly, and know nature as a friend. There is a balance that is yet to be found. Listen to me, preaching like an initiate in his cups. Yes, I hope so. But we have a battle to win before any of that.
Always good to talk, my friend. It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Onsor was Baldur's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Even if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think I'd have wanted to.
Soldier? I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life. You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Thank the gods. And I do, every day. Hey, soldier. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard. Hey, soldier.
How can I help?
Well, hello. What can I do for you? I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
All right, Asterion.
Hello. What can I do for you? Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. Well, in that...
Well, that was a really easy level 12.
Don't touch me.
Never a dull moment. Have to keep going. What's inside?
Yeah, I might need Shadowheart on this mission too.
Trust no one.
Oh, that's medium armor.
Oh, sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When three
All's well that ends.
sailed his
Not as bad as it could have.
stormed, he felt their thrall. Succumbed as threat from
These boots have seen everything.
Yes. We burned through most of Gale's spells.
Lovely day this. For now.
We're gonna bring Shadowheart along because we might need a cleric for this.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner. Lead the way then.
Moving ahead.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I've got a long road ahead.
Okay.
How much farther can I go?
Gortash doesn't want to pay us fair, then we're well in our rights to have us.
Perhaps Lord Gortash will revive that grand tradition.
right here.
The brain. It's here. Stay away from the gate.
Do you think you can swim to your subject? Through the river?
Maybe. I don't know how closely they watch it. But there's probably
Well, that doesn't sound
things
good.
down there to keep trash like us out.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Nah, you're right.
When is it my turn? Be patient, citizen.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Bloomridge Park ahead. Huh. There's something going on here. I don't like it. Careful. I smell an ambush.
Are you sure it's not the flowers you're smelling? You may be allergic. But better safe than sorry, I suppose. Are the gods truly this petty?
I should have expected the city to have a park in it, but for some reason I'm surprised this is here.
Absolute this, end of the world that. These young folks have no idea how good they've got it. Yeah, the first lot of young folk you said is about our old folk now. Piss off, the lot of yous. What's that?
Scroll of Sunbeam. That feels like that might be useful soon.
There's figures hiding in the foliage. Might be a trap.
Hides my identity. Inconspicuous, is it?
I cannot believe I've come dressed like a villain in a tragic comedy.
That makes it unexpected, which is good, right? Look, come on.
Oh, my hand's slipped.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb. Lady Orin asked us to test you.
I just want a little look.
Quietly now.
Soldier. Halfling essence.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Got to focus.
Just attacking civilians? I will admit that is not what I expected.
My turn.
Never a dull moment. Breathe deep and move.
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very
Dance macabre. Break them.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let this murder be his sacrifice.
Impero Titi.
That might be useful. Although I'm going to do it once per long rest. And apparently I can't see.
Open up.
Shall we dance? This will do nicely.
Well, that was a nice spell.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Have to keep going.
Incoming.
Let's have some courage. Moving.
These boots have seen everything.
Got to press on.
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
Unstoppable is annoying.
This way.
Human. Good lord. It stands up and then it hits Karlak for 36 or 32 with no hesitation.
This is good.
Quick! Must be quick! fragile. Listen now. You know us. Absolute will. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. We learn. We grow. Necromancer, dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. You have a place in...
The Elderbrain was working her like a damn string puppet. What else is it capable of?
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
I'm exhausted. Gotta find somewhere to camp soon.
Light on my feet.
Oh, they killed a dog. I'm very glad that I'm very glad that we killed him now.
Who are that lot?
Anything of use?
Up around. Didn't stop then.
Never saw when he left, though, did we?
Oh, come on, Morgan. It's so much better when the story ends.
No, he mostly avoids that topic.
So this leads to Cazador's Manor. I assume.
Seems simple enough.
The devil's feet.
No, that's this. Well, how do I get to Cazador's house then? We have to get up on the wall somewhere? That is starting to look a yes.
That has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Goldfish.
An army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats?
Exactly.
Would you rather be stabbed in the gut or decapitated?
Decapitated. Hands down.
City of crime and chaos.
No, he mostly avoids.
Is that supposed to be a druid?
Oh, that's all mine now.
Security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of crime and chaos.
That's one way in. I'm guessing that is the intended way in. Well, we're sitting at about an hour on this video, so I think we're actually going to enter the palace next time, guys. So we're gonna call it here, and until next time, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time, and have a good day.